Hey, True Believers, Sanglantine here with the Spirit Awards for the best comics and creators of 2017. Just like the Gabby Awards, but this time we're celebrating what's good in the comic book industry. Now, how were the nominees decided? That's pretty simple. I gave the categories and you guys voted. Sure, I put in my vote and so did Chef Jack. And if there was a tie, well, simple roll of the dice broke the tie. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no muss, no fuss, and that kept it a surprise to me as well, and I always kind of dig that. So anyway, without further ado, here are the nominees that you guys selected for 2017 Spirit Awards. Don't forget to vote. Voting is pretty easy. Gonna leave the categories and nominees in the description. Just cut, paste, pick the one that you like, and just leave it in the comment section below. And we're going to broadcast the winners on Saturday the 16th. So don't forget to share, don't forget to vote. Let's get as many voters as we can for this thing. And, well, you know, enough of the frivolities and the pleasantries. Let's get down to the nominees. Starting off with fan interaction, best of, not worst of like the Gabby Awards, the best of, the ones that just seem to really appreciate the fact that you like their work. And the nominees are Ghostbusters artist Eric Burnham, artist of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Ethan Van Sciver, all-around DC guru Geoff Johns, Dark Knight's metal writer Scott Snyder, and Sean Murphy, writer of Batman White Knight. Whether they're underused or underappreciated, these are the most underrated comic books or comic book characters. And the nominees are Marvel Comics series Iron Fist, Detective Comics from DC Comics, DC comic book character Power Girl, the original, the long-running comic book Usagi Yojimbo, and finally, Charles Soule's Daredevil run. Best horror comic book, and the nominees are The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina from Archie Comics, Titan Comics' Anno Dracula, Croak from Alterna Comics. From Storm King Comics, we have John Carpenter's Tales of Science Fiction, and The Batman Who Laughs from DC Comics. Nominees for Best Comic Book Journalist, Website, or Commentator: YouTube Commentator Capn Cummings, YouTube Commentator Captain Frugal, YouTube Commentator Doug Ernst, YouTube Commentators of I Love Comics, and Megan Fox from PJ Media. Here are the nominees for Best Humor Comic Book. From DC Comics, Green Lantern co-starring Colonel Sanders, the unbelievable Gwenpool from Marvel Comics. From Abstract Studios, Terry Moore's Motor Girl, Mr. Crypt from Alterna Comics, webcomic Rags a Zombie, and The Tick Free Comic Book Day 2017. And the nominees for Best New Writer 2017 are Brian Ball for Rags a Zombie Shopping Spree, Ed Brisson for Iron Fist, Fabian Rengel Jr. for Wolf, Kim Newman for Anno Dracula, and Nick Brendon for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The nominees for Best New Artist of 2017 are Christian Ward for The Ultimates, Bilkis Evely for Wonder Woman, Mauricio Caballero for Helm, Ashley A. Woods for Niobe, and Eric Zawadzki for The Dregs. Here are the nominees for the Best Comic Book Movie of 2017. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the documentary Batman and Bill, Justice League Dark, Logan, and Wonder Woman. The next category is Best New Ongoing Series, and the nominees are from Dark Horse Comics, we have The Black Hammer. From Marvel Comics, we have Darth Vader. Another Marvel Comics entry, Iron Fist. From Titan Comics, we have Normandy Gold. And from DC Comics, we have the Super Sons. Here are the nominees for Best One-Shot or Single Issue Story. Batman the Drowned, Batman Red Death, Jughead the Hunger, Batman vs. Elmer Fudd, Usagi Yojimbo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. Nominees for Best Event or Crossover are DC Comics Looney Tunes crossover, Dark Knight Metal, Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the DC Comics Jack Kirby Tribute Event, and Usagi Yojimbo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. The nominees for Best Miniseries or Maxi-Series. Image Comics After Death, written by Scott Snyder, drawn by Jeff Lemire. Lady Killer 2 from writer-artist Jolie Jones, published by Dark Horse. Mr. Miracle from DC Comics, written by Tom King and drawn by Mitch Gerads. Nightwing, A New World Order, drawn by Trevor McCarthy and written by Kyle Higgins. Kingpin, Running with the Devil, from writer Matthew Rosenberg and artist Ben Torres. Nominees for Best Comic Cover of 2017 are Sheena #0 variant cover, Batman #22 the lenticular cover, Mr. Miracle #3 the selfie variant, Amazing Spider-Man #31, and Supergirl #15 variant cover. The 2017 Best Colorist nominees are June Chung for Batman, Matt Garad for Mr. Miracle, Laura Martin for Black Panther, Michelle Madsen for Lady Killer 2, and Lee Luffridge for Deadly Class. The nominees for Best Artist of 2017 are Ethan Van Sciver for Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, Mitch Gerads for Mr. Miracle, Greg Capullo for Dark Knight's Metal, Mike Deodato for Thanos, and Mikhail Janin for Batman. The nominations for Best Comic Book Writer of 2017 are Charles Soule on Daredevil, Joshua Williamson for The Flash, Rick Remender for Black Science, Scott Snyder for Dark Knight's Metal, and Tom King for Mr. Miracle. The nominees for Best Independent Comic Book are Titan Comics Normandy Gold, written by Megan Abbott and drawn by Steve Scott. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle from Dynamite Studios, written by Marguerite Bennett and Christina Trujillo and drawn by Justin Norman. The Black Monday Murders from Image Comics, drawn by Tom Coker and written by Jonathan Hickman. From IDW, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, written by Tom Waltz and Kevin Eastman, and drawn by Mateus Santaluco. And Trespasser from Alterna Comics. The nominees for Best Marvel Comic are Deadpool vs. Punisher, written by Fred Van Lanty, and drawn by Peri Perez. Daredevil by Charles Soule and Stefano Landini. Iron Fist by Ed Brisson and Mike Perkins. Star Wars Darth Vader by Charles Soule and Giuseppe Comunicali. And Thanos by Jeff Lemire and Mike Deodato Jr. And the nominees for Best DC Comic Book are Batman and Elmer Fudd, written by Tom King and drawn by Byron Vaughns. Dark Knight's Metal, written by Scott Snyder and drawn by Greg Capullo. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, written by Robert Venditti and drawn by Ethan Van Sciver. Mr. Miracle, written by Tom King and drawn by Mitch Gerads. Super Sons, written by Peter J. Tomasi and drawn by Jose Luis. And finally, the 2017 Best Comic Book of the Year nominations are Batman the Dark Prince Charming, written and drawn by Enrico Marini. Batman vs. Elmer Fudd by Tom King and Byron Vaughns. Dark Knight's Metal by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, written by Robert Venditti and drawn by Ethan Van Sciver. Mr. Miracle, written by Tom King and drawn by Mitch Garrett. So there you go, kids. All of the nominations for the Spirit Awards, the best comics and creators of 2017. I'm going to leave all of the nominations in the description below. All you got to do is paste them. Either eliminate all the ones that you don't want or just write winner by the ones that you do. And don't forget to vote. Yep, I know a couple people are, hey, why did you put this in there? Why didn't you put that in there? Well, I didn't do it. You guys voted for the nominees, and if you want your favorite to win, make sure that you vote. And we are going to do the broadcast on Saturday the 16th. So we got a couple weeks here, so share this around so we can get a lot of people voting as well. And you may be like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to vote for this because I don't really know about it. Hey, which one looks coolest to you? Vote for it. Don't just vote for one category. Do the whole thing. Let's participate. Once again, the categories and the nominations are in the description below. Vote in the comment section below. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, this is the way we make our living, so if you don't mind going on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Links in the description below as well. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers who see their rainbows only in 4 colors, thank you very, very much for watching.